Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Rockley Smile. Today is Monday, March 16th, 2015. I wanted to stop by and do a little bit of a channel update check-in video with you and let you know what's going on lately. You may have noticed there haven't been videos going up for a couple of days. In fact, maybe 4 or 5 days, actually. And I actually took a little bit of a hiatus from the channel, and I want to let you know what was going on with that and, in general, how things have been. Kind of go over the last year or so in terms of what's happened with the channel and where I see things going from here. And just kind of give you an opportunity in a forum if you want to, talk to me one-to-one. The comment section of this one is going to be just fine for that. So you'll feel free to chime in on any points that I make throughout the video. Hopefully you guys have all been doing well. I did go to PAX, like I said. It was a fantastic time, as it always is. I mean, it's really more of a social thing at this point than even a business and networking thing, although that's obviously a part of it as well. I got to meet a bunch of new cool people. Got to finally say hi to Will Brierly, the man behind Soda Drinker Pro, as well as Vivian Clark. Got to shake the hand of Mike Bithell, hashtag Mike Bithell, of course. And, just generally hang out with the crew, the usual guys, Ryan, Mike. Finally got to meet Mike Lale Fox for the first time, even though we've been talking for a couple of years now. We've never actually come to face with each other. I've never gone to the same PAX as I have. Got to say hi to Josh and all the usual people, and it was great, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. So I had a really good time. I got to unwind for a little bit. I had my backlog all set to go for that, and that was all good. Pretty much had it all planned for, and, when I got back, I ended up having a friend over and just kind of didn't have enough time to record more videos, so I just kind of let it go. And that's a bit of a big thing for me, because I've never really taken a break and just kind of let things just go like that before in about the whole time that I've been doing YouTube full time, which is like roughly 3 years now. I think we're actually coming up on the 3-year mark like in the next couple weeks to a month, something like that. It's like early April, I think. So anyway, that was kind of a big deal for me, like psychologically, to just let the channel go and see what happens. And oddly enough, for the first 2 days or so, I actually just gained views, which was very strange because I wasn't uploading anything. Maybe it was everybody coming back from PAX and just catching up on stuff, or maybe somebody mentioned me somewhere. I'm not sure. It's all good, though. I even gained a whole bunch of subscribers, and then, like, the day after the second day, meaning the third day, then everything just kind of crashed and tanked. But, that's going to happen when you don't upload videos, and that's why I've made such a habit of uploading them every single day. Anyway, though, I just wanted to say that's kind of behind us now. I probably won't do that again for a while. I mean, maybe I will, but I'm not exactly planning on it or anything. So, there was no real, harm behind that. There's no malice. There was no, like, I'm just going to leave the channel forever and never come back. No, it was nothing like that. Really just poor planning and lack of time on my part. But yeah, that'll happen every now and then. And you know what? It's okay. It's fine. Sometimes life takes precedence, and you know what? Life is more important than worrying all the time, because you're going to get so stressed out you get an ulcer, and that's like roughly where I found myself a lot of the time. And taking a little time off to just literally not do anything to do with the internet, I mean, I honestly I think it helped me. I think it sort of helped me to relax a little bit. Not to say that I was like that stressed out in the scheme of things, but there's, personal things going on too that have just been kind of in and out of my life for the last couple of years, and those are sort of always interwoven into what I do in general. So I think having a bunch of those things just sort of go away for a while and not worry about, work or meeting my own artificial deadlines, all of that stuff, it's kind of freeing, kind of felt good. So I came back feeling very relaxed and rejuvenated, and I think I feel much more capable of getting a lot more done in a short amount of time now, which honestly, I think there's the whole like work hard and work smart thing. I think I was doing the kind of brute force approach a lot of the time, and I was spending my whole day kind of idling, trying to get stuff done, but not really working as smart as I could. So I'm going to try and take efforts to make some of that stuff happen a little bit more frequently when I can. So anyway, that's all aside. I also wanted to mention, you probably noticed if you've been on the channel, and you likely have, you found this video, I had a bit of artwork done by my friend Eric. Goes by @Goosefellow on Twitter. Really great artist. Dude helped me out quite a bit, and really polished, beautiful presentation, I think, is kind of what I needed to sort of unify my YouTube and Twitch channel and all of that and make it just feel a little bit more official. And I think it really fits kind of like the theme that I wanted it to fit. And, we went through a lot of iterations on the artwork, and he was very patient with me and accommodating, and fantastically professional artist. And I'd absolutely recommend any of you out there looking for art, go check out Eric, again, @Goosefellow, because he does freelance work. So I would absolutely recommend him. No problem at all. So yeah, that's a new thing. got some art going up. There's, in fact, as of today, you're not even seeing all the art finally complete. There's actually an animated header that I'm going to have up, hopefully on the YouTube channel at some point. The dimensions were a little odd, and I didn't really specify them properly, so hopefully we can retool that stuff and get it sorted. There's also going to be stuff on the Twitch page, of course, and now that I've got like a new avatar, people want to ask me, like, what's that weird box face thing that you've got going on? Now it's just a triangle, you know, kind of like a Mobius strip triangle, which is awesome, and it's kind of bright and eye-catching. I think kind of fits well. So that's pretty much that on the channel redesign. I'm real happy with it. As far as series, you're probably wondering what's up with those. I have been really spending a lot of time sort of posting Twitch VODs and such on there. I think I'm probably going to try and minimize that a little bit. You guys can let me know in the comments how you feel about the amount of Twitch VODs that have been going up versus YouTube videos. I think ideally I'd like to have the usual, well, this is what I said a year ago, I think, was to have 1 or 2 Let's Plays always running concurrently, kind of alternating between them, and then also having Twitch VODs and Indie Impressions and Magic on top of that. I would like to, of course, keep Magic going unless you guys are getting bored of it, and you can feel free to let me know if you're not interested in that anymore. As well as really anything. If there's something on the channel that you're just sick of watching, you know, say so. It's fine. I'm not going to take any hard feelings from it. In fact, even with Indie Impressions, if you guys are getting tired of watching Indie Impressions, or you're just not really into watching 7 a week, like 1 every day, that might also be a thing that I could work on. Because it seems like really the viewership is not going up any, and I mean, that's okay. It's still good. I just sort of want to find the right equilibrium that sort of pleases as many people as possible. So if doing 5 of those a week and really emphasizing Let's Plays more is more something that sounds good to you guys, then feel free to let me know that as well. I'll definitely take that into consideration. The other thing that's happened in the last few months is we started the Roundtable podcast, which is a pretty big deal to me. We did it with, well, it's me and Mathis and Northern Lion and Bear Taffy, and we started a Patreon. It did fairly well. In fact, we're still going strong on that. And we've gotten to the point now where we're going to be doing Twitch streams, the 4 of us, every other week. So whenever there's not a Roundtable podcast, because it's every 2 weeks we do a podcast. So in the interceding weeks, is that how you say it? The weeks where we're not doing a podcast, we're going to do a Twitch stream. Unless we make it up to the Patreon level, that then necessitates us to do a weekly stream. Not weekly stream, a weekly podcast, then we're just going to be doing streams on top of that, and, well, that's fine, because obviously it'll be very successful if that's the case. So I'm very happy about that. The podcast has been going fantastically so far. It's been sort of providing me a groundwork to play some of the more mainstream indie games that I might have just passed up normally. Like, for example, Sunless Sea is a game that I probably wouldn't have ever tried out if not for the fact that we were going to talk about it on the show. So it's broadening my horizon, so to speak, and I kind of appreciate that. So yeah, hopefully you guys have checked that out. If you haven't, I have been uploading the video portion of the podcast on my channel, so you can go back. There's a playlist and everything. I'm very neat with my playlists. If you ever want to see something, just look through my playlists. They're probably in there somewhere, and that goes for all of the games that I've played on Twitch that I'm able to upload on YouTube, which is like 80% of them, and all of the Let's Plays, as well as all of the sort of miscellaneous ancillary, how do you say that? Whatever. The other stuff that goes up on the YouTube channel. So that's a bit of a thing for me. Definitely very excited about the Roundtable podcast. Hopefully that has a nice long run. I know a lot of people were interested in seeing Saving Progress come back, and this is, well, sort of a side thing to that, but Saving Progress is also coming back. I think Fox is spearheading that with Josh, and then they're just going to have like a revolving cast of guests coming on. So definitely look into that as well. Both awesome guys, as I'm sure you already know if you followed around our community for a little while. Other new things that have happened recently in the last couple of months, I finally got away from my prior MCN Machinima. I don't have a lot of great things to say about them, just going to be honest. It was a really awkward time, but I did get free from them now with Curse, who have treated me just fine, and I have no complaints so far, which is good. And hopefully that'll stay that way, and I'm not locked into them, so if they ever get weird, we can kind of part our ways in a quick order, and there's no lock-in or anything. I just really appreciate that they actually treat me like a human being and read my emails and reply to them and stuff. It seems like pretty simple stuff when you're giving them thousands of dollars, but, you know, not everybody seems to feel that way, apparently. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell on that. Just wanted to let you know that's happy news for me, and it means that in some ways I can re-emphasize my YouTube channel a little bit more because I'm not losing nearly half of my revenue to a network that does absolutely nothing for me. So I feel a little bit more comfortable going that direction now, and I think I would like to find a bit better of an equilibrium between Twitch and YouTube now that's not exactly like the, I don't know, 80-20 split between my attention that Twitch to YouTube has been getting. Maybe we could go a little bit more like 60-40 or something like that. And, you know, get some more good Let's Plays going, because those are still fun for me, and I still love doing them. They're kind of, you know, a nice time for me to contemplate and talk to myself and all of that without getting too bogged down in, you know, reading Twitch chat and trying to be overly social and all that. It's a different kind of frame of mind, as I'm sure anybody that's done the two can probably appreciate. As far as those series go, though, I am still continuing Catacomb Kids. Terraria will still be coming back whenever that update comes out. I've also talked to Austin Last Grey Wolf, who will probably play some co-op on Twitch at some point, maybe start a server on that. I'm going to try and see if I can get Rob involved, too, because that would be kind of fun. And I also did record an episode of Rebirth for a Let's Play, and that's actually, like, ready to go. I just haven't posted it yet because I wanted to have a few of them before I started that in. Just in case I decide, well, I'll only do like one of those a month or something, because that would be a bit disappointing, I'm sure. But yeah, you can look forward to that if you're interested. I have been posting the YouTube, or Twitch VODs, rather, of the, you know, particularly good runs and such, so that'll still continue on. I really do need to refocus on getting a bunch of those funny clips from the NLSS, so those are still fun, and there's no reason I can't still be posting them. They're, you know, fairly easy to create, and also, I think, quite entertaining. For what they are. For people that don't get to watch every NLSS, which is most people, I would think. I mean, honestly, if I didn't have a spot on the show, I would probably not catch all of them either, because it's a lot of content. It comes out fairly rapidly every week. So, what else is coming forward? So I'm also considering doing a t-shirt. Not just considering, like, I'm almost certainly going to be doing one in the next month or so. Preferably sooner than that, honestly. Maybe in the next couple weeks, actually. I'm going to set up a campaign. So that's something that I'm obviously going to make a video for to let you know when that comes out. And now that you see the new branding on the channel, it's going to look probably something to do with that. We're going to have the Mobius triangle involved, and I think it'll be kind of a nice nondescript sort of a logo where it's like, hey, even if you don't really like the idea of talking about a YouTube channel on your t-shirt, you could still hopefully have something cool looking and just kind of like get into that. That's kind of what I always preferred anyway. Like, not that I would have anything against any of those guys. I think they all have fantastic shirts and great artwork. I just think for like t-shirts, I'd rather they look more designy than just like rep somebody's channel. But, you know, that's, everybody's got a different preference on that. Maybe there's a middle ground in there too as well. So let me know if that's something you're excited for, of course, and if you have any ideas for art and how that could work. I mean, I think I know how it's going to go already, but I would always be open to input. The other thing is I'm probably going to be doing some videos in sort of slightly different genres. I got a sweet keyboard from Corsair, and I'm going to be doing a hardware review on that, so that's something that you can look forward to in the next few weeks as well. So far, I have to say, I can give you a little preview. I'd love it. I've never had a mechanical keyboard before, but I think I have almost nothing but positive things to say about it, so yeah, that's that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really wanted to go over. Well, the channel's still been going fantastically well. I mean, there's been moments where viewership has dipped quite a bit, but by and large, I think things are still going in a largely positive direction. Sure, I haven't been growing as fast as a lot of my friends have been, but, you know, that's because I haven't been paying as much attention to my YouTube channel. My Twitch channel's been going fantastically, and I have no complaints there. So really, if I just sort of find the right equilibrium between the two, I think everything can kind of go forward in a rather positive way. And that's not to say that I even need to care all that much, because honestly, I can pay my bills right now. Things are going fine. If I have any health concerns, I've got my insurance now. I've got most of that stuff all behind me. A lot of the planning is done. So really, the next thing I should really be worrying about is just maybe getting better audio equipment again. I have seen some people say that my audio equipment's not fantastic. I can't say that they're entirely wrong. Maybe I could get a mixing board and, you know, an even better mic. Still, though, the Blue Nessie, fantastic. I still have nothing but good things to say about it, but maybe it does sound a little bit compressed sometimes, and I could probably get a little bit more deep, depth, rather, into my voice if I were to pay a little bit more for some better audio equipment. So maybe that's where I'll go for the next thing. You guys can let me know what you think about that. I'm always trying to reinvest things into the channel to try and make production better. I got the green screen done, I got a better webcam, I got, most of the stuff I needed is already done. So now it's just kind of fine-tuning and tweaking things until they're just perfect. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm at for the next little bit. I'm guessing 2015, my big goal will be if I can make it to 100,000 YouTube subscribers. I mean, I know again that number is really irrelevant, but, it makes me happy to see them. Just little milestones kind of mark your progress in nice ways. So I look forward to hopefully keeping things going here on YouTube, and I would love to hear any of your feedback. Again, very curious especially about how you feel about the split with like indie impressions versus other things. If you'd like to keep it sort of a more even split between Let's Plays and indie impressions, or if you still want to do the 7-day-a-week, everyday deal. If you guys have any issues, like as in, what if I just take a day off every week or something like that from YouTube, that could be kind of an interesting proposition as well, because maybe I could use that to really double down on getting some recording done for later, and even maybe leave me a full day to do Twitch streams or something like that, because I still don't really have a nailed down Twitch schedule. Pardon my voice, by the way. It's it's weird. I haven't really been speaking a lot, yet my voice is still kind of gravelly, and it took me a bit to get back into the idea of just doing public speaking kind of stuff, because not doing it for a week, all of a sudden, apparently it's like muscle memory. You completely lose it, and then you have no idea how to talk anymore. Anyway, I guess that'll be pretty much it for now. Again, really curious to see your comments on all this stuff. I still read every single one of them on every video that goes up, so absolutely feel free to chime in if you have any ideas or preferences one way or another for anything that I mentioned throughout this whole thing. I'm not even sure. That was probably a fairly long video. I wanted it to be like 5 minutes long, but you know how these things go. Anyway, I will still be looking forward to bringing you daily content here, of course, and that will be going on as long as I can keep it going. Still doing the NLSS, still doing the Roundtable podcast, still doing Magic with Rob, and if anything, I'm just looking to broaden our horizons. Oh, I forgot to mention the Goofball Goals tournament with Dan Giesling and all them. That was another really fun thing that we're definitely going to be doing again, not necessarily with Goofball Goals, although I would love that as well, but just doing tournaments in general of various games with probably the 6 of us, if not maybe a couple more, depending on what game it is. So if you have ideas for games for the tournaments, that would be fun as well. I really don't want to do Frozen Synapse, or not Frozen Synapse, Frozen End Zone, which they changed to Frozen Cortex. I can't keep track of these damn game titles. Yeah, probably won't be doing that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get tricked into it by the other guys, because after all, well, Goofball Goals was kind of my preferential game, and well, being honest, I kind of stomped a few of them. I felt pretty awkward and guilty about it, but that's the nature of the beast when you play the game constantly. They should have practiced, let's be honest. Alright, now I just sound like a dick. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's little update. Can't wait to hear from you guys. I hope you'll be around for future recordings, whatever they may be. And I look forward to a nice, long, prosperous future here on YouTube as well as on Twitch. So, talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.